What's the healthiest body fat to have? A lot of times when I first meet people, they ask me what's the ideal body fat that they should have. Now there's a lot of things that go into body fat, age and gender being the main two, but there are some general universal truths for optimal health and body fat. Now depending on what you look at, the essential fats for most men that are 18 to 25 is around 2%. But for most women, the essential fats are going to be around 7 to 12% of their body weight. This is the minimum level of body fat we need to keep our body functioning at an optimal level. If you go lower than this, it can often have detrimental effects. Next up on the list, we have athletic body fat. This is the kind of composition level that you might see a lot of elite level athletes have. For men, it ranges between 5 and 13%. And for the athletic women, it's going to be around 14 to 22%. This is where a lot of people aspire to be because generally you're pretty lean, pretty muscular, and you've got good tone and good body composition. For a lot of people, this is what they're aiming for, but it is considered athletic level body fat. Next up, we have ideal level body fat. This is where your body is generally considered healthy and fit. For most men, it's between the ranges of 14 to 17%, and for most women, it's around 21 to 24%. For most people that want to maintain good overall health but also don't want to increase their risk for diseases or any illnesses, this is a great place to stay. And it's a lot easier to maintain than the athletic level body fat. After this, we have average or what's considered overweight. For men, this is between the ranges of 18 to 24%, and for women, it's between the ranges of 25 to 31%. This is classed as overweight as it's not quite optimal, but this is the average. Most adults tend to sit between these two categories. If you do find yourself in these categories, maybe start to think about a few things that you can do to increase your exercise, decrease your overall calories, or start to eat generally healthier. After overweight, we have obese. Most men, that's going to be a body fat of plus 25%. And for most women, that's going to be a body fat of 32% plus. If you're in these categories, you're clinically obese and you need to try and reduce your overall weight, specifically body fat, to a more optimal level that's going to be healthier for your longevity and your health span. People that are sitting in the obese category for long periods of time has been shown to increase their risk of all-cause mortality, meaning that their risk of death at any moment is much higher than the average person. It can also increase your risk of heart disease, hypertension, stroke and diabetes, not to mention increasing blood pressure and putting a lot of strain on your body, which can definitely affect your overall mobility and health. And the final category is morbidly obese or stage 3 obesity. For men, this is anything over 30% body fat, and for women, this is anything over 35 to 37% body fat. At this stage, you're a much higher risk for all-cause mortality, so you definitely want to try and decrease your overall weight and specifically body fat as fast as possible. Regardless of where you are on the body fat charts, we ideally want to get most people to the ideal or athletic level of body fat. For most people, this is considered the most healthy, and most data and studies show that this category has the least risk of diseases and early death compared to any other group. Regardless of where you are on the body fat scale, it is possible to change. I've been able to help some women reduce their body fat from around 50 or 60% body fat down into the 20%, and some men that were in the 30s and 40% body fats down into the 8 to 12% bracket. Regardless of age, it is always possible, but it just depends on how hard you're willing to work for it. With the right coaching and nutritional strategy and lifestyle changes, anything can be possible. So if you're looking to make a change, let me know your thoughts on what body fat is optimal for you.